All right, let's talk about something pretty incredible. We all have this built-in superpower that we're using literally every second, but we almost never actually think about it. It's powerful enough to shift your entire mood, your physical state, your focus, all in a matter of minutes. And today, we're going to figure out how to actually use it.
I mean, think about it. You take more than 20,000 breaths every single day. It's the ultimate background app, just running on autopilot. But what happens when you decide to take the controls? When you go from just breathing to breathing on purpose? Well, that's where the magic really happens.
So what is breathwork really? At its heart, it's just this: the simple act of consciously changing the way you breathe to get a specific result. You already do this without even realizing it. You know that deep sigh of relief when you finally sit down? Or that big gulp of air before you have a tough conversation? That's it. Breathwork is just about harnessing that same power intentionally.
And this is a really key distinction. A lot of mindfulness is about just watching your breath, being an observer. And that's great. But breathwork is different. It's active. You're not just a passenger watching the scenery go by. Nope. You are grabbing the steering wheel, you're in the driver's seat, deliberately guiding your breath to change how you feel.
So how can something so simple, just breathing, be so powerful? Well, it's not some kind of new age magic. It's straight up biology. There's a hidden control panel inside your nervous system, and it turns out your breath is the main switch. Okay, the easiest way to think about this is like your body has a gas pedal and a brake. The sympathetic nervous system, that's your gas pedal. That's your fight or flight mode. It's for high alert, high stress situations. Then you've got the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the brake. That's your rest and digest mode. That's for calm, for connection, for recovery.
And here is the absolute key. When you breathe intentionally, especially with a long, slow exhale, you are manually, physically pressing the brake. What you're doing is tapping into a major nerve called the vagus nerve, which is basically a direct information highway to your brain. So when you lengthen your exhale, you're sending a direct message up that highway that says, hey, we're safe, you can chill out now.
And the physical results of hitting that brake? They're kind of staggering, actually. We're not just talking about feeling a little better. We're talking about real, scientifically backed changes, like lower blood pressure, a slower heart rate, better lung function, and even a stronger immune system. It's a full-body reset, powered by nothing more than air. And it's not just your body. The mental payoff is just as huge. Studies have documented serious reductions in anxiety and stress, a boost in focus and energy, and just a greater sense of calm. It's like you're literally turning down the volume on all that mental chatter, just by changing how you breathe.
Okay, so we know why it works, the science is there, the benefits are amazing, so how do you actually do it? The best part is you don't need a fancy yoga mat or a silent retreat. You can start right now with these 3 super simple, super powerful techniques.
All right, first up, the absolute foundation of it all, belly breathing. You can actually try this with me right now. Just place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Now, when you breathe in through your nose, you want to feel that bottom hand rise, like you're inflating a little balloon. The one on your chest should barely move. Then just the slow, easy exhale as your belly falls. That's it. That's our natural state of breathing.
Okay, next up is one you might have heard of. It's called box breathing. Navy SEALs use this to stay cool under insane pressure, so you know it's got to be good. It's so simple. You just inhale for a count of 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 4, and hold again for 4. It's that rhythm, that perfect square that just locks in your focus and grounds you when things feel chaotic.
And finally, we have the 4-7-8 breath. This one is like a natural tranquilizer. It's amazing for when you just need to power down. You breathe in for 4, hold for 7, and then, this is the important part, you exhale through your mouth for a full 8 counts. See that long exhale? Remember the brake pedal? This is you, holding down the brake, telling your nervous system, okay, we are done for the day.
So think of this as your quick start guide. Just feeling kind of frazzled during the day? Go for the belly breathing. That's your default reset. Need to get your head straight before a big presentation? Box breathing is your best friend. Can't shut your brain off at night? 4-7-8 is the one you want. It's about having the right tool for the right moment.
So this all sounds great, right? But how do you actually make it a part of your real life without adding another chore to your to-do list? Well, the good news is it's all about finding these little pockets of time that you already have.
Seriously, you don't need to block off 30 minutes on your calendar. That 2 minutes you're waiting in line at the grocery store? Perfect time for a few rounds of box breathing. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling? That's your cue for some 4-7-8 breathing. It's about using the in-between moments you already have. And this is probably the most important thing to remember. You don't have to do this for an hour to feel the difference. You really don't. A minute, maybe two, of just focusing on your breath can totally change your state, right then and there. It's all about consistency, not duration.
And if you want a really cool, simple target to aim for, remember this number, 5. The science shows that if you can get your breathing down to about 5 breaths a minute, which is basically a nice long 6-second inhale and a 6-second exhale, you hit this perfect biological rhythm. It's the physiological sweet spot that just floods your body with a sense of calm.
So when you boil it all down, it's this simple. Your most powerful tool for wellness is already with you. It's free, you can't leave it at home, it works anytime, anywhere. The only real question is, what are you going to do with it?